You know that moment when you're trying to sneak a piece of gum out of your backpack and that one person sees you and then all of a sudden they're trying to be your best friend, making small talk, and are like, "What are you doing today?" And eventually they ask you for a piece of gum. Well, you don't want to be mean, so you give them one. But, you know, as soon as you do, you all go into drug dealer status and it's like, you didn't get this from me, you didn't see nothing, and I don't have anything. Well, have you ever just sat there and kind of thought, gum? Why gum? Like, who thinks of gum? I chew a piece of gum almost every day, so I can't help but wonder all these questions. I did a couple of research, and today I'm going to be talking to you guys and taking you through the timeline of how gum came to be what it is today, starting with the creator, going through the modifications, and ending with what it is today, so modern. It all started in 1869 when an American scientist by the name of Thomas Adams, he was introduced into a piece of like a rubber type that came from a Mexican plant called chicle. And for those of you who don't know, chicle is actually the Spanish word for gum. So that's kind of where that derived from. Well, he became so interested in this little piece of rubber that he wanted to make rubber-like products out of it. So things like tires, toys, boots. And when he was experimenting for it, he found that it didn't work. So he failed. And because he was so mad and bored, he ended up sticking it in his mouth. It's kind of like when we put a pin in our mouth from chewing on it. You know, we're writing that term paper last minute and we put it in our mouth to think. Well, he found out that it actually tastes really good. So he took it back, put sugar in it, and it tasted even better. So little did he know that later that year he would go on to actually create the first gum factory and be cited as the creator of gum. But that still didn't stop people from wanting to make it better, to perfect it, because you know people are always going to, want to make bigger and better, bigger and better. It's always going to be a competition. So in 1914, there was two guys by the names of Henry Fleur and William Wrigley Jr. And they actually took mint and fruity extracts and put them in that recipe, which was where the flavors and stuff starts coming in. And they actually made the Wrigley double mint gum with that little green one, kind of old school one. And then in 1828, a guy named Walter Deemer went in and made the formula more stretchy, allowing us to blow bubbles, and he created bubble gum, literally, because we could blow bubbles out of it now. And he made what's called double bubble, the yellow ones with the little blue wrappers. Now, both of those are still classics, but you can still find them in stores today, so they're not completely forgotten about. But bubblegum has gone from all sorts of colors to purple, to orange, to blue, to tasting like orange, to watermelon. But it actually has a lot of a bigger impact on society than you know. Today, studies show by the University of St. Lawrence that students who chew gum before taking a test actually do 10 times better than those who don't. It's also been shown to prove that students who chew gum are more alert and more focused. It's something about like chewing that keeps you like focused on the task at hand. So there's that. And in conclusion, now that I've told you guys exactly how gum got started, you now know that it wasn't purposely, it was an accident, where Wrigley and double bubble comes from, and just a tip for next time you take a test. So the next time you guys are trying to dig a piece of gum out of your bag, or even if you're the one asking for it, at least you have a better understanding of what exactly you're putting in your mouth. Thank you.